Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl, Bella Love, and you're in Bella Love's Bites. So today we're gonna be making some drum rolls, croissants. My God, I have been procrastinating and waiting for the day that I will make this recipe. Like, I don't know, but I've just been lazy. Let's just say I've been lazy. Okay, what will a mom do? Sometimes you get so busy and overwhelmed with everything around you, right? But that's okay. We always find a way. We don't give up around here. Okay. So let's dive into the recipe. Today we are making croissants. I was so excited to record this video because why not? You know when you've been procrastinating and planning something for a very long time. So here I am. Let's dive into the recipe. So I'll be using my mixer to mix everything. But in case you don't have a mixer, sweetheart, do not stress yourself. Do with what you have, okay? Okay? It's still gonna come out superb, trust me. So I will be, actually the recipe I'm using, it's a ×2. Like, I'm gonna be using, for instance, half cup of sugar, 8 cups of flour. But in the situation where you want to make a smaller batch, just divide everything I'm using in this video into 2 and it will be perfect. It will just come out as perfect and as yummy as mine did. Okay, I decided to double up the sizes or the quantity of the ingredients because I wanted more from the recipe. Okay, because of my kids actually. So I'll just name the ingredients I used. I used half cup of sugar, 8 cups of flour, 2 cups of milk, 2.5 spoons of active yeast. Make sure your yeast is active, my darlings. You do not want to use yeast, your yeast that is expired. It's gonna spoil your dough. Just make sure of that, okay? It's one of the main ingredients in this recipe. And I use 2 eggs as well. And butter will be needed. A lot of butter. Croissants is primarily butter. Or not primarily, just a lot of butter we need it. You will add some butter while you're mixing the dough. I think I didn't record it here because my phone ran out of battery. But you have to add, once it has mixed up properly, once everything has incorporated properly, you will add at this point, yeah, you can add a little bit of butter. You can pause your mix and add a little bit of butter, and then you continue mixing, okay? And so after that, we're still gonna be using butter, right, while we are rolling and mixing. So here the dough had proven already twice. After an hour, my dough has already proven, and so I will continue by just rolling out the dough, bring out the air from the dough, and then I'll put it on a clean surface on my countertop, and I'll roll it out with the rolling pin, smooth and nice. Then I'll add again some butter. I didn't record that. I'll add some butter. Okay, you add the butter. At this point I already added the butter and I already added another dough on top of the butter. Okay, then once it's smooth and flat, you are okay with the thickness of the dough, you are going to be cutting it out. Okay, you will start by cutting it out into 4 equal parts. Mine is not actually very equal in my, it's not very equal, but then I think this was a second batch. This was a second batch I was making. At that time my phone had gained some energy, some power, so I continued recording from where I could. Sorry. So this is it. You have to cut it in this manner, in triangular forms, if I would say, and then you roll it out just like so, okay, neatly. It's as easy as that, and then you have it, and then you allow it to prove again for like 20 to 30 minutes, and then you now can glaze it with some egg wash. You glaze it nicely with some egg wash for that glowy or shiny brown finish. Okay, after this you will flip it into the oven. Before then, my oven was already preheating for some minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, then you will flip it. But before I flipped it inside my oven, I made sure I controlled the temperature, because you don't need very high heat when you're baking your croissants, or else it's gonna burn. It needs just a controlled amount of temperature, and you're just gonna be baking it for like 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, 10 to 15 minutes while you're checking, and so that's it. It's so ready. At this point it was still very hot. You could see the vapor from the croissants after I cut it open. So tell me if you'll be trying this beautiful recipe. Look how beautiful they look, and golden brown. My God, it was so yummy. Not too sweet, just everything was just okay. So tell me where you're watching from, and if you'll be trying this recipe. Until then, see you on my next video. Bye. Love you. Do this.